Okay. All right.
All right, so you ready?
Yeah.
So you're doing deadlift today, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wanted to show you, right? So here, these
Hmm.
all things, right? This and this. It's very stiff and tight.
Okay.
So
So let me
that
see. Let me see what your deadlift form is like first. Let's
okay.
see. Grab the bar and do what you do. What you think is a deadlift.
Okay.
Put it sideways.
That
Yeah, because I gotta see you from the side, like right there. Yep. All right. Stop for a second. Okay. I mean, let go of the bar for a second. Put it down. First, before you start, look at this video. I want you to see something. Look how her upper body stays and how the bar moves straight up and down right by the leg. You see how all the movement is happening at the leg, not happening in the up. She's not pulling that bar out, right? She is moving her hips forward and thrusting, and you notice her
Notice
back,
how
everything
all
stays
the
straight,
movement is happening in her legs.
right? So the deadlift, when you start, you want to be, you started like this, basically. You want to pull that tension. So you grab the bar down here, let's say down here, and you start going like this. You already start getting tight. Your knees stay here. They're not here. The knees stay back. They're up. Your upper back gets tight, and you can't see it here very well, but I'm going to show you like that. Your upper back gets like this, not like this. You pull like that. You're basically the same as the chest press. The chest press, you keep yourself like this, right?
Mhm.
Back. Every move, you keep yourself like this. So you're, you're like that.
Okay.
When you go up, you're not pulling here. When you go up, you're moving this forward and pulling with your legs. When you go back, you don't bend down. This goes back. As it goes back, it drags you down. You see the difference? This is
Okay.
dragging me down. As I
Hmm.
squeeze my legs and push the floor away, and I hump like this, I'm going up. But I am not pulling up. I am moving this up, this back like that, right? And when you're doing it, think of doing this to your legs. You're doing this and this. So you squeeze out. You see how like I'm almost rotating out? You think you're squeezing out to here.
Okay.
It all happens in the back.
Yeah, because I was watching your videos, right, with some of the uh, yesterday you have put two videos and then you mentioned the same thing that squeeze out. So what do you mean exactly by squeeze? Like a squeeze out meaning what?
Well, don't burst. Squeeze out means slowly push the floor away and and you're basically remember that the movement happens at the hips, at your legs. You're not trying to pull this out with your upper body. You're not trying to go like this back. That's not what you're trying to do. And no
Okay.
more. The upper body is holding the bar. That's it. It's holding the bar because there's no other way to hold it, right? You're holding the bar, you're having to hold it. But the movement, I want you to concentrate on the movement happening here. This
Mm-hmm.
this is what happens. Go down, you push up. You see, it's like this. This is the movement. So you're pushing the floor away with your legs, like literally standing away from the floor. But your knees are not here. You're not doing a squat. You're not doing a squat where you're like this. You are back, stretching the hamstrings
Mm-hmm.
and squeezing them forward. Okay.
Okay, got it. Then you mentioned to move the legs, right? Like, so should I
Well,
start?
that'll be later. As you get better and better, you're not gonna do that now.
Okay,
That's a very advanced thing. What I'm telling you is make sure you're feeling just like in squats you should be. You're feeling that you're turning this like that. Like so when you pull up, you go, you see that? You
mm-hmm.
squeeze out. You squeeze out of the top. Like
Oh,
literally
got it.
squeeze through it.
Oh,
Okay?
got it now. Okay, yeah, let's try it. Yeah.
Wow. Man, you're a quick learner. Okay, squeeze up now. Squeeze up now. Like push your hips forward. Come on, stand up through the hips. You did good. You were doing fine. There you go. Yep. Feel it stretching your backs. Feel it stretching your hamstrings. Keep your arms straight. Like let them hang. Your arms have to hang, not bending them. Like hang them. Like literally leave them hanging. You have a bend in the elbow. What I'm telling you is you let the arms hang, like straight down,
Like this.
like stretch them down. Chest out. Keep your chest out. Shoulder blades. Yeah, stay like that when you go down, like that. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze tight. Squeeze your ass. Squeeze tight.
Yeah, this is.
Much better. Man, you're doing good. Keep your shoulder blades back, chest out. Just keep them like that all the time. Turn your elbows in on each side, in towards your body. Turn your elbows in. So you inward, yeah, and take the chest out. Leave the lats tight. Leave it like that all the time, but have your arms straighter. To have a slight bend. You want your arms to be hanging straight. Like literally push your arms down, but turn the elbows in as you do that. Turn the elbows in and chest out. There you go. Concentrate on it all being in the leg. You did a lot better than you even think you did. Okay. So how was that and what did you feel there?
So I felt in here.
Perfect. Exactly what we wanted.
And then here also in
The butt.
glutes.
Yes, exactly. So you felt it everywhere you're supposed to feel it. Look at that. That was perfect. The only thing we want to work on is your arms staying a little bit straighter. Like push them down. Like right now, on the way down, sometimes we people go like this and they get wait, let me show you.
Uh, I cannot
I know, I
show
know.
you. Yeah.
People get like this, and when you go down, you go like this. Look at like the arm is here. You see that arm? Like that? You want your arms to be, you see how straight I have it? So when I go down, my arm is gonna stay that straight. You see that?
Okay.
My arm never goes like this. Stay. Your arm is straight,
Oh.
chest out.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
The arm never
So.
bends. So you gotta pull your arm like literally straight.
Okay.
Right? It stays like this. There's never a this in the arm. The arm stays like this, right?
Okay.
At all times.
Got it.
So you had a thing where you were coming down your arm. You want your arms to be completely pushed down, shoulders back, lats
Mm.
tight. They're like this. The
Mm.
arms stay like this all the time.
Okay. So might be my arms are not that strong.
Okay, you'll
Or
see it in the video. Little by little, you'll improve it. You did really good. Really good.
okay. I got like a headache after doing this because of its lots of tension or something.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Gotta make sure you're breathing. Okay, you
Hmm.
gotta make sure you're keeping your breathing. That's normal. It happens in the beginning. Eventually, you adapt to it because constant tension is forcing you to keep more. But you gotta make sure you are breathing. You're not holding your breath.
Okay.
So let's rest up a bit, and now you'll do a bench row.
Okay.
Overall, you did really good.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I feel better after I did the squat like yesterday. So
Good.
after doing squat, I'm feeling loose little bit.
Yes, I told you.
Yeah.
Doing the movements, you don't have to like do extra stuff to stretch. Doing the movements themselves and doing it properly will little bit by little bit get you more range. So
Right.
people start off with short range, like I train Todd started out with very minor range. Todd was not even able to to calf raise at all without holding a chair, and and he would fall off like literally. So I had to start him basically holding a chair and just calf raising without nothing. Actually, he was calf raising with a light orange band around his shoulder and just holding the chair and doing that. Todd is now using the light gray band, doing by himself away from the water, and he's a 74-year-old guy around there,
Oh.
right? So
Oh.
just doing the movements little by little and practicing them improves you and starts
Okay.
improving your range. All right.
Okay.
So that front squat, you do it like that, I guarantee you in a month, you're even and now you say your hamstrings are tight. That
Yeah.
itself will loosen doing the movement. Little by little, it will stretch you and you're like, wow, all of a sudden, I'm so much better than I was before.
Right.
You know what doesn't work? Doing nothing. Doing nothing never works.
Yeah. So now I do
Bench
the
row.
bench row.
Yep.
Okay.
In bench row, all we're doing is this. Again, same position. Look for bench row for all the moves. Your back and your lats are down. Let me show you better here, because let me put this here a little bit higher. So your back is tight like that.
Hmm.
You're pulling your shoulder blades back. Now we're gonna be here. So the chest stays out, just like if I was doing a chest press here. You notice my whatever is back. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull here, slow here. I'm gonna let it open my lats. Basically, let it open your lats in, and hold right there. Let it open your lats in. And notice that I'm doing sort of like a this. So basically, the elbows like this, then elbows back. So what I'm doing is basically I'm doing this, I'm doing this. What's pulling this?
Mm-hmm.
So the elbows have to like when you're grabbing the bar and you're pulling, you pull a little bit out and in, out and in. You see that?
Right.
Basically, that's what you want to be
Okay.
thinking of.
Okay. So I should do in the same angle,
As
right? And side one.
as as the curl. So underhand.
Okay. But not straight, right? Sideways.
Yeah, sideways. Yeah, I want to see you sideways.
Okay. You can see. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. Stick chest out and pull your shoulder blades back like a chest press. And from there, pull it up to your abs and just hold it. Right there, hold. Let it drag you down slowly. Open your lats as it's pulling you down. Back up. That's it. Back up. At the top, point your elbows in behind you at the top. So you squeeze the lats. There you go. Bring the bar a little lower, more towards your shorts. Okay, when you're doing it. Right there, and really squeeze. Then as you're going down, let it open you wide, let the lats open wide, and then back up slow. Hold, squeeze, and then let it open you down. There you go. Devon, Dev, you're a natural. Dev, in 2 months' time, I think we're gonna have a world champion on our hands because you got great legs, you got good size on you. I tell you that. You work on your diet, you're gonna get big. Stick your chest out, chest out, chest out. There you go. Squeeze it. Yeah, it's tiring. So here's what we're gonna do. Devon, I need yeah, you got a headache.
Yeah.
I need you to get yourself the first of all, do you have power force bands or are those regular bands?
Pat, the horse bands.
They are power force bands? Good. Um, I need you to get the Serious Steel orange, light orange, and the Serious Steel purple. You might need to start off with the lighter ones, with the light purple, so that you could get more reps. Because right now, you notice you get less. Right now that you're doing it in the right way and not losing tension, it's harder, isn't it?
Okay, got it.
So order yourself the light orange, the light orange and the purple.
Okay, see this still right?
Serious Steel. Yep.
Okay. Because of I got, I don't know, you can see this,
Mm-hmm.
uh, how I do backside. It's not possible here, right?
Yeah, I saw it. You showed me it.
So
Yeah.
which bands are these on?
Yeah, they're
Regular?
really good. Yeah, those bands are great.
So these are not a regular one, right?
Those are the Power Force bands.
Okay. Yeah,
It's just going to
I
take us a little while to adapt, all right? Because you're using the right form, and that position is hard, right?
okay.
Part of the training is really getting adapted to holding the position less than the strength of your back in the bent row, all right? So
Oh,
most people have a stronger back, or at least the back to pull. What they
oh,
don't have is the ability or stamina to stay in the position to do it, right?
okay.
When you're doing it, all of a sudden you go, like, I can't anymore. And it isn't your muscle that can't, it's really your heart and your lower back can't stay there. That starts developing. So in the beginning, you want to use a light band, really not because your back can't handle it, but you want to use one so that your lower back and your heart gets adapted to staying in the position. It starts building up that stamina. Once the stamina is built, then you could go on. As
Okay.
and start adding weight.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so serious steel, orange and purple.
Purple, yeah, the light orange and the purple. That way we could use the light orange to add to other bands, because if you put the light orange on, let's say the white, it'll be like halfway between the white and the light gray, and like that you could use it to go between. And the
Oh,
light purple is less. I mean, the purple is less than the white, so you could use it to get a good amount of reps before using the white band,
okay. And
and get it in
that
41 inch.
41 each.
Yeah, you could get some in 32 inches too for like the chest press or whatever, but get it in 41 inch.
Okay, and that I can get from Amazon, right?
Yeah, yeah. Amazon,
Oh,
or just look online, Serious Steel. They're very cheap.
okay. Yeah, because of I am feeling that if I because before I used to do like for this 20, 25, but I was
Yeah.
not
Uh,
doing
I
the
have
right.
people that say chest press. I do 30 with the black. I train them, and then they do 10 with the white. They go, I don't know what happened. I said, yeah, you weren't doing nothing. You were moving a bar. People moving the bar is not the objective. You can move the bar
Yeah,
back and forth and do nothing. Okay, so
right.
when you do it the right way, all of a sudden you find out, listen, I can make the white band hurt me if I do it right, because I could sit there and force it to be the right way. Right?
Mhm.
People are moving stuff around. They're not really trying to work out. You notice that when you actually do it, all of a sudden, damn, this is hard.
Right. So now I do drag curl
Leg curl.
because I used to do this drag curl like 40, 41. So let's see.
Let's see now. I already think I know why you did it. Watch. Show me what you think what you think a curl is, and then I'll tell you what it should be. Show me what you do. Show me.
You can see.
Yeah, I could see. Mm, not bad. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to lean a little more forward and keep your elbows all the way back, but lean more forward, right? Pull the elbows back behind you. Keep them there. Now drag the bar up your body. Right there, pull behind you. Right there, pull behind you. Pull your elbows back like that. Now let it open. Stop right there. Back up. Back up. Don't go any further. And right there. That's it. Don't let the elbows come forward at all. Try not to. Go up, go up. Don't go so far down. Slow down that pull. Back up. Back up. Go up. Hold. Hold. Pull the elbows behind you. Like that. Stay like that. Let it open. Back up. Back up. Don't go so far down. Leave the elbows behind. Don't pull them forward. Leave them behind you. What happened? I thought you said you were gonna do 40.
Yeah.
You told me you were gonna do 40.
No, I used to do 40. That's what I told.
You told me I want to do 40 here.
No, I thought like I used to do 40 on this one, but let's see how. Yeah. My hands are shaking.
Yes, they are. Okay, get in position again. Chest out. Chest out, back pull tight. All the positions have the chest out. Like that. Stay like that. Elbows back. Now pull it. Slow, slow. Slow, 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 slow. Squeeze. Hold right there and pull the chest, the elbows behind you. Now let it go down. Stop right there. Back up. That's it. That's all we want right there. Leave the elbows behind you. Don't pull them higher. There you go. Back up. Leave the elbows behind you. You see that? That was a lot harder, wasn't it? The how you feel about that?
Yeah, my legs are shaking. I don't know.
All right.
So I think so that I will got that two bands and then start with those one.
Yes.
Serious still and
Hmm.
all. I don't because of I got headache. That's why because of I was not able to sleep much properly. I don't know why.
What? You have a headache the entire day?
Yesterday was yeah little bit in the night and yeah
Are your glasses good?
yeah
I
yeah I
mean,
need to go to doctor. Yeah
yeah. I mean, I mean, you could need a
yeah
different prescription of glasses. Also, I mean, it doesn't have to be because of this. I mean,
yeah yep yeah yeah. It might be because of I was
what are
yeah.
you working?
I
You do
work
computer
in
work?
software, computer work. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah. So you're definitely make sure your prescriptions are right.
Yeah,
That stuff drives your eyes crazy.
yeah, yeah. I feel here now. Yeah, and here.
Yeah. So remember, right now, all we're doing is basically learning what we want to be doing. It's not
Right,
about how many reps we're gonna get or whatever. And then we're gonna buy extra those bands so we get the right tension that we want, and then we'll adjust it to the perfect tension that gets us the right amount. It's not about people think the objective here is to move up tensions or no. Tension is a tool, right? This is that's we're looking for the right tension that gives us the right stimulus for us. It isn't, I gotta get because I want to do the elite band. Because I do the elite band doesn't mean I'm doing it because I want. No, it's because well, literally, it takes me that much to do it. But it's irrelevant. It's like when I was working out with Johanna yesterday, and I was doing. She's doing deadlift and I'm doing deadlift. She says, "What are you doing it with?" I says, "I am doing it with the elite and the black band." Oh my god! I said, "But it's relative. Your
right,
failing with your band is giving you the same thing that this one's me is giving me, right? It isn't.
right,
In fact, it's giving her a better result because she's starting. So
right,
don't think that somebody using the elite band is getting them bigger. It isn't. Somebody with
got,
a white band can grow more muscle than somebody with the elite band, depending on where they're at. So
right.
having to use the elite band, you might only get a certain amount of, you might be already at a certain place where you're using the elite band and you don't grow much. You might be using the white band and growing like hell. So what do you prefer? I prefer to use the white band and grow
Yep, definitely.
and
Yeah,
waste my time having to use the elite band and kill myself. But that's the way it
yeah,
is, right? So everybody thinks that it isn't, you don't grow more. It isn't like you're going to grow a bigger because you're using a heavier,
right.
right? It's just
Got
eventually
it.
you eventually lift that much, but you're not. Uh, let's say when you started out and you lifted 10 pounds and
Mhm.
you grew a lot. When
Right,
you're lifting 1,000 pounds, you might grow a little. So it isn't like you grow more because you lifted 1,000.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
so don't be so in such a hurry to
No,
lift
no,
a lot more.
no, no. I'm.
Eventually,
That's
a
why
lot
I.
more gives you less.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to be with you. So then, that I because of first I want to learn that how to do it the right way.
Yeah,
Because of if I learn, then I can able to do it properly.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it gives you a lot of real world strength. All
yeah.
right, what that's what it is. Because here in the where I'm staying at, she does a lot of calisthenics and she has a lot of like bars and whatever to hang from or whatever. And I've been doing a lot of been training with her, doing a lot of like the planks where you stay like the gymnast holding it, and it's amazing. Okay, listen, I haven't done pull-ups or whatever in a million years.
Mm-hmm,
The first pull-up I did here, I nearly killed myself in the bar because
mm-hmm.
my strength was so much that when I pulled myself, I wasn't again. When we lift, we usually don't know if you haven't done it for a while. You tend to overshoot, and I pulled myself so hard that I smashed myself into the bar. Like
Oh,
literally, like it hit. But not only before, if I pulled I would do pull-ups and I would get like right here. I pulled myself so hard, it literally hit the bar here. I went over the
oh,
damn bar,
oh,
like literally, because then I said, "Oh, I can't pull myself like that." But then I started doing pull-ups, and I was bringing the bar literally to here, rather than here. I was bringing the bar all the way here, and I'm like, my gosh, my strength doing pull-ups has gotten so much better, and I haven't done pull-ups in years,
okay. So it's because
right?
of
So
strength
the
of
bar
shoulder.
gets you stronger,
Mm,
anyways. Like literally, it transfers over. I sat there and did the planks that the Olympians use, and basically just pulled myself and just sat straight. I'm like, I can't believe I could do this so easily now compared to what I was doing before. Before I wouldn't be able to do that. Now it's like nothing. But it's from that much heavy. You go like people go, oh, you got to do core work. Listen, lift 2 elite bands and watch how your core gets strong, right?
right.
This stuff gets your core as strong as hell,
Hmm.
incredibly enough, without having to do it. Now then you could go have fun like I just did for I'm not trying to train for it, but I just wanted to, hey, let me check it out and let me do it. Incredible. It's like this is awesome. I would have died to be able to do that when I was younger. The
Yeah.
worst part was I did it first this way. The worst one was when I did it this way because here you're a lot stronger. That one I really nearly smashed the like broke my ribs. I'm like, damn, I gotta really control this because now it feels like my body is light. Like it's
Mm,
so like I pulled myself so hard, I smashed myself so hard that okay, I gotta do this differently. All right, I gotta really slow this down. Yeah, I gotta do it because the strength it gives you real world strength that is completely not what you expected. People think that it is getting you a lot stronger while
right.
saving your joints, which is a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Yep.
we got the calf raise.
Okay. See, after yesterday, now I don't get that much pain. Otherwise, if I sit like this, I was not able to sit like this.
Hmm. And now you're able to.
Yeah,
Excellent.
because of then I was getting so much pain here. But since I have started to do that, uh,
That wall,
pure-
the thing on the doorway, right? It really
yeah,
helps. That's something you should practice almost every day.
yeah. So now I think so I will do it every day.
Yeah. If you do it
Yeah,
every day, it helps. Movement helps.
yeah,
That's so do the same thing as deadlift. Get first set up, like your chest out, lower, get your lower, yeah, exactly. Because you want to stand up and get used to standing up in the right form so you don't hurt yourself. So first stand up. There we go. Now start doing the calf raise and make sure you don't put your feet back down. Just slow it down, squeeze at the top. When you're at the top, squeeze and then slowly bring it back down, but don't touch your heels. Good. Try to keep your chest out the same way as we're very, yeah, always try to stay like that. You want to always have your posture in the right position. Good, good. Slow it down, slow it down. You want to really control it. You want to be squeezing into it. What I mean by that squeeze is that slow squeeze into it and tighten and then let go down and then squeeze into it and tighten and then let go down. Then when you're done, I'm going to show you something else you can work on the next time. Are they burnt? How was that?
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they work where they're supposed to work. Yeah. So look, when you're going up, when you're going up, right? And let me see what you want to do. Let me see. Let me go a little further up here. Right? So what you want to do is when you go up, you want to think of doing this. You see this like little rotation?
Yeah.
Rotate it. Basically,
Okay.
like squeezing it. Slow, squeeze, let it down. Slow, squeeze, turn into it, let it down. So you're like turning your leg out, turning your leg out. Obviously, your feet are not moving. You're just turning you're like squeezing the actual calf into like a knot. Okay.
Okay. I think so. I was not able to do that much high, so my heel was not able to go that much high.
It's okay. That's why we need a purple band. We need to get a lighter band to allow us to start stretching all the way up.
Okay.
Eventually, you'll go right back to the white band. It's all about getting the right tension for you at the moment that you need it.
Right.
It will
Right.
eventually go back up. Right
Okay.
now, you're able to use the white band, but it's not going to give you as good of a workout as probably the purple one, because the purple one's going to give you you're going to develop the stamina holding it. You're going to develop your hands holding it. Everything has to start little bit by little bit. Once that's done, then you move
Right.
right back to the white band.
Yeah, I think so. My hands are not like not strong. It looks like.
Really? It looks strong to me.
Okay.
Little bit by little bit, people want. Okay, did you lift weights before?
Yeah, I used
Okay,
to do because of that. My dad, so he was deputy superintendent police in India. So
okay.
when I was young, so he used to like
Lift
okay,
weights.
get
All
to
right. So
gym, get to gym.
the
Yeah.
thing is, you could have been lifting weights and you could have been strong with weights, but weights, remember, we are used to with weights, you're doing one rep at a time no matter what. One rep at a
Right.
time. And if you're doing bicep curls, let's say, or if you're doing anything, it's like this, right? You go like this, you go like this. Well, think about it. When you're doing this, your hand is resting. In this position, the hand's not holding anything, right? So
Hmm.
the wrist is, you go up, your hand rests. Guess what you're not doing here? When you go like this, the hand is not resting, it's being forced back. So now your wrist is having to hold that damn hand, that damn position all the time, right? So all of a
Hmm.
sudden, and you're doing constant tension, your hand's going, wait a minute. This is starting to, this is a lot worse. When you do the bent row, the same thing. All of a sudden, bent row the other way was you place that back on the floor, or if you're using a dumbbell, you turn neutral, and neutral is a lot easier to hold than it is like this, right? So now you're turning like this all the time. Everything here is constantly working your grip strength. So your hand gets tired, but that will develop over time.
Okay.
No matter what happens, that will develop over time. So it's normal. It's just a thing that where you got to develop the the capacity
Hmm.
slowly to stay doing it. It isn't that you're weak in a sense. It's just you're not adapted to doing constant tension for this many reps. No one is. When you come from weights, you can be really heck strong with weights, and all of a sudden say, "Well, but I can't. How could I be that strong and now I can't handle more than 10 reps?" Yeah, because probably with weights you were doing 5 to 10 reps at most, and you were not doing constant tension.
Right.
Constant tension changes everything about how you're able to. All of a sudden, you go, "Wow, I can't. I'm dying." Yeah, it's complete. It's like, well, when you see people doing squats and they're going heavy, of course. But with squats, you stand up and you lock out and every rep you stand at the top and you wait as long as possible, and you sit there and you breathe and you do one quick rep down, up, and you stand up again, and you're thinking, "Wow, I did the rep," and that's right. That's the only thing that matters is getting that rep. Put
Hmm.
that to half the load, right? Put half the load, do 20 reps, and have them not stop at the top at all. Like stay at what we're talking, and then come down slowly. And you notice that they're dying. And you go, "Wait, I don't want to do that." What's called breathing squats. No one wants to do it because that's horrible. Exactly. Because stopping at the top with a lot of weight and breathing and holding it there, guess what? You're not loading the muscle. You're loading your skeletal system because you could hold a lot of
Hmm.
tension. You said same way if you hold a lot of tension here. When most people do at a gym with bicep curl, they'll carry as much weight as they grab a bar that's right here. Then they'll drop it as quickly as possible, and then back here. And they think, "Wow, I did a lot. Look how amazing I look." How amazing! Yeah, here you're not doing nothing because your whole body's
Mhm.
holding. They drop it without resisting, like literally, let's drop this and
Right.
hope you get a bounce up to bring it all the way up. And then they break their back while doing it, but they think they look great on the video. They look great on the on the mirror,
Mhm.
and that's all they're worried about. They're only worried about getting it up here, and there's no. So here we're trying to use tension to build us, not throw weight around or a bar
Right.
around. All right,
Yep.
that which is completely different issue.
Hmm.
It
Got
takes
it.
away the ego real quick.
Right.
The ego thinks one thing, and all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute.
Right. 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 Yeah.
Here, there are checks. The checks you cannot cash them. They really, if your check cannot be cashed, it breaks you real fast.
Yeah. Because of 1 2 years so back, I was going to gym, and I have hurt like my this shoulder,
Hmm.
and then I was at, at that time I was doing like specialized some like health training with the coach in the gym, but I got so I spent lots of time with different coaches, and I was not able to get uh, anything so far.
Yeah,
But still,
most likely
I'm
because
kind of very
half the coaches,
I'm
I mean,
very
literally half the coaches I've seen or half the people I've seen train people have no idea what they're doing in the first place. At least, especially for actual movement of a move. Their only thing is telling you, well, move it, right? They're not trying to adapt it to your body, trying
right.
to change your form to actually do it safely, to do it correctly. Oh, that's the perfect person right there. That's the guy we got to start on X3. If he starts right now, we put him. He'll be in Bollywood in no time. He'll be like the world's biggest star.
Yeah, so like I have spent lots of time with different trainers, but I'm kind of very so if I decide something, then I want to do it. So I'm continuously trying to find something which will help me.
Okay, perfect. And all we need is consistency. That
Right.
with consistency, you already started doing good because you're actually doing the same. Look, Todd yesterday, that the one did from the outside. Anybody looking at it will go, well, but that deadlift, whatever. You don't understand. Remember, Todd's old. When
Hmm.
he first started, that deadlift was a disaster. The
Right.
deadlift still doesn't look the greatest deadlift on earth, but it's so much better. Oh my gosh. It was a thing of beauty seeing a person that really couldn't do, like it was a disaster, improve
Right.
that much. That's the most important part. Is the improvement of balance, of strength, of whatever. That is what's important. Then
Right.
the body changes will come, but getting you to move properly, then it starts improving everything else. In the beginning, a lot of times the most important improvements are how we're adapting that body to move, and it's going to look differently for everybody because everybody has a different starting point. Some people
Right.
really cannot move. So just even getting a little more movement is impressive.
Hmm.
So that's all we got to do. Work on that form and it'll move you better and better.
Right. So I will get those two bands, and then so if I want to join that other class, so was not able to find on the app.
What will be is that the classes will be open and you see open seats and you just
Oh, okay.
jump in. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And,
And
and you definitely want to be in the morning, anyways, right?
right, yeah.
Right. Remember, you got two more solo ones, regardless.
Right.
Right. So you tell me sometime next week when you want to do them, or if you want to do them Monday, you let me know. Because I think Monday and Tuesday I have classes at 7 with you could join that ones. You could join that ones at 7 in the morning because now you already know what you're gonna do. You do it and then you rest while they're doing theirs, and that helps everything.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because basically
Okay.
that's why it helps a lot, is because during your resting, you'll see them working out and what I'm telling them, and that's how it helps everyone. So there'll
Okay.
be a class at 7. I'll put you in that one.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
That sounds good. Then
All right.
I will get those bands during
Yes.
that time.
All right.
Okay.
See you.
All right. Yeah,
Have a
thanks.
great day, man.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.